So our last Marvel Select figure we're going to have to review for a little while is Sandman. Now this is a brand new one, and already out the gate I can tell this is going to be pretty cool. We've got all these hands, but look at all the actual sand mutations we got here. We got the big hand, the big fist. We've got a sand display back there. We even got like a sand tornado. I think his waist is going to come loose and connect to that. We've got the big old, whatever you want to call it there, you can put for his hand. So there is a lot of pieces that come with the Sandman. So it kind of gives me a little bit of anxiety, at least for me to say, knowing that I got to crack this baby open and put all this together and show it to you. But on the side here, there is our art. You might remember Sandman from one of the Superman, or excuse me, Spider-Man movies, although it skips my mind which one now. Might have been part 3 of the old Tobey Maguire ones, now that I think of it, or I could be wrong. It could be one of the newer ones. Who knows? If you know, let me know below. But that's what it's going to look like with all these displays once they're out and about. We've reviewed Spider-Man. Has Spider-Man help us do that? We need Green Goblin, though. And here is our little bio on Sandman. This is a 7-inch figure. And like I said, it's like a newer style one that Diamond Select's doing, so it's got all kinds of movement. 16 points to be exact. So let's get her out of the pack and let's see what we got. We're gonna kick this off with basic Sandman on his basic sand display. Now there is a quick look at the face scan for Sandman. Pretty cool, pretty common with what you see with all the comic book renditions of him. His ugly green striped shirt, his jeans, pretty well just, regular guy at this point. One thing I will say about the figure, it does have all the different movements we talked about before. He moves at the chest. He moves really good at the waist. I'll tell you why in a minute. He's even got the hip movement. He's got the arm movement, the wrist movement. He's got all these points of articulation. And because of the kind of figure he is, though, he pops off really easy here. Or at least he would. See, look, he pops off almost too easy at the waist. And that's for some stuff that we'll show you in a minute. So I'm going to do some quick cuts here. I mean, we'll show you this right quick. There's the basic hand. You don't really care about seeing him in the basic hand, so let's get you with the sand form. So let's do some quick cuts and come back with some variants of how he can look with different things on it. So here's something different. Not only does his hands pop off for the interchangeable things, but his wrist pops off as well. So if you want to take this hand off for another hand, you can. But if you want to put like something like this on, you got to take it all the way off here at the wrist. So that's different. But here he is with a sand fist. And it looks pretty cool, if I do have to say so myself. This is probably one of the more, like, ultimate style figures I've seen. I don't know what other word to use, but there's a lot of stuff that goes into the Sandman, so that's pretty awesome. And here he is with his claw hand on. That being said, let's pause for a minute and let's get him in his full Sandman form. Alright, so look here. That's pretty cool. That was pretty easy to get on. That is not on good. And that's not on good because you see this? See that hand? See those marks in there? Maybe this one. See this one? Does it got a little, see that? See those places? See that? It's almost a stab. That's almost a puncture wound on my hand because these things are way, way, way too stiff. Look, it won't even go on. See how it's bent? That's from my hand. See this? This is probably a little bit damaged now because this hole is too tight, so that won't go right on it. And look at it. It's even got some of the paint wore off of it where I tried to push it down on. There's no easy way to do this. Okay, if someone knows an easy way to do this, let me know the easy way to do this. Because it kind of pisses me off. Because, I mean, I'm a grown man. And this thing is stabbing into my hand when I'm trying to put it on the damn wrist here, okay? So that upsets me. That upsets me. I'm going to try to calm down. But I don't like it. Because I don't like being stabbed by action figures when I'm trying to display them for review. But, hey, it is what it is, I guess. So this one, it would have been cool if it wasn't, pretty well dangerous at this point. So it is what it is. We'll put another hand on there. As far as the other side goes, that one looks okay. I don't have no problem with that one. It's pretty good. It's pretty cool. You know, it is what it is. And there it is on the sand display. It stands really nice. I'll give him credit. It's a cool figure. It would have been a perfect figure if you could have softened up these spikes. These spikes is the only thing wrong with this figure. I mean, maybe the waist is a little loose. After you pop him off, he's a little loose. But besides that, these spikes are awful. These spikes are a pain in the ass, and these spikes are a little bit unnecessary. Is it cool? Yeah. But how do you get it on? How do you get this on without this? How do you get it on without this happening? You know, I mean, I'm just sitting here trying to have a good time. What if some kid, how's a kid going to get this on? I mean, is kids supposed to buy these, right? I mean, I assume kids are supposed to buy these, but how's a kid supposed to get this on? So instead, my Sandman, when he's like this, is either going to have his regular fist with the wrist, or, well, he's going to have that because he don't have any other thing for that hand but that. Now, this could have been avoided if maybe this was a little looser, or maybe that was a little smaller, but it ain't. So we don't get the full Sandman here. We do get what we get, though. So, hey, the figure's great outside of this. So throw that in the trash. Keep the rest of it. The rest of it's decent.